The Marty Feldman Comedy Machine, starring... I wonder if he'd look any better on radio. Beryl Reid, some style at last. Randy Newman, and a bit more. Spike Milligan. Oh, well, our luck couldn't last forever.
They are in, Rosie. May we come in?
Oh, don't get up on our account.
No. Hello. We're your next-door neighbours. Yes, I think neighbours should pop over and visit each other, don't you? This is my better half, Rosie.
Pleased to meet you.
Betsy, I am speechless. Cut up. Why didn't you come round the front door?
Well, we didn't like to inconvenience you, did we,
No,
Rosie?
because we're so shy.
Very, very shy, yes.
Just a minute, I recognise your face.
Oh.
Do you remember last summer we saw you in your garden vaulting over that wooden horse?
I was under that wooden vaulting horse, tunnelling my way through to your garden.
That's right. And we were so shy, you see, and then the roof fell in.
We even tried to mail ourselves to you. We had ourselves wrapped up in a parcel.
Yes,
but
didn't work.
No, didn't work. Once we was inside, you see, we couldn't lick the stamp.
No, and we was returned as insufficient.
Returned as insufficient, yes.
Insufficient what?
We don't know. We couldn't hear inside the parcel.
No, which
you
is
see.
just as well, darling, because we're very shy.
Very shy, yes.
Well, say something. Be sociable.
Sociable. Yes, well, now you're here. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, cup of tea, Rosie. Did you hear that?
How about a sandwich?
Oh, a
sandwich.
A sanging.
Spam sangy.
A spam
Oh, look,
sanging.
I bought a cup of sugar along in case you were short. It's best granulated.
Really?
Oh, this friendship is too kind.
No, not at all. I mean, it's just neighbourly. Anything we can do to help anytime you want some advice on your roses.
What's wrong with our roses?
Nothing wrong with them, I just thought.
They're better than your bloody roses.
Better.
Rotten lot you
I
got.
have it on good authority. My roses are the best in the avenue.
Your roses are rubbish. They're rubbish.
Get
they are.
out.
Not rubbish.
Get out.
Rubbish.
Get out.
Rubbish. Rubbish. Rubbish.
Get out.
Rubbish.
Get out.
Rubbish.
Get out.
Rubbish. All right, we're going in. No wonder no one ever comes to visit you with rubbish roses like that.
Get out.
Come on, Rosie, we're going.
Right.
Neighbours, ask you over, then criticise your garden.
Yes.
Always borrowing.
Yes, cup of sugar this week. What's it going to be next?
Wife swapping, I shouldn't wonder. If I haven't touched her in 40 years, no stranger's going to do it.
Six-pack, perverts, hippies.
Junkies, communists.
Yes, well, they'd have a good wash and get your hair cut.
Yes. Come on, Rosie,
Yes.
we're going. We know where we're not wanted.
Yes, we do.
Here. Your house is that way.
Yes, well, if it's all the same to you, we'll try further down the road.
Yes, you keep your rotten sugar.
There's real, live, human breathing people through there, Rosie. Don't worry, we're coming. We're coming.
Rosie's coming too.
They've got a waterbed in there. Yeah.
Here I am, 40 years old today, and what have I achieved? Nothing. Going to have to take the easy way out.
Well, Vanessa, that's it.
Yes, it is, isn't it, Derek? It's over.
All over.
Yes, that's the way we wanted it, isn't it?
Divorce?
Not a pretty word, is it?
It's a prettier word than marriage.
It's all your fault, you know, that this thing failed. I mean, drinking, gambling, sordid little affairs. You wouldn't let me do any of those things.
I could not believe the rumours about you and Colin. Just could not believe them. When my mistress told me, I ran out into the street in a daze. I even forgot to unchain her.
Oh, yes, I remember that night. You came here like a crazy person. You threw yourself on the ground and tore your dress.
My spurs caught in the hem.
Now the party's over.
It's time to call it a day.
50-50, that's what we agreed to. Half for you and half for me.
Well, that seems fair.
Well, the china vases. I shall have this one.
And I shall have this one. The Meissen lamp for you, the Tiffany lamp for me.
Oh, lovely. I must say you're being very decent about this.
And I've never known you so compliant.
Oh, Derek.
Vanessa.
That's the butler's perfume. I'd know it anywhere.
Silver ashtray for me. Silver ashtray for you. And what about the books? What about the encyclopedias?
Oh, well, I've made up my mind about that. I shall take these, which is aardvark to macaroni.
I see. That leaves me with nipples to Zorba the Creep.
That's right. When I married you, I gave up a very promising career, you know.
Yes, you did. As a spinster.
As an actress, and you know it.
Let's not start trying to ruin each other's lives, shall we? I mean, I had a very promising career as a brain surgeon. But you wouldn't lie still.
Ooh. You're so third rate. You've got no style at all. You're such a bore. If only you'd forget this 50-50 lark and give me everything.
Everything?
Yes.
Everything to you? I like that. The judge said half for me and half for you, and that's the way it's going to be. Half for me and half for you.
That's Louis the 14th.
Right. Louis the 7th for you and Louis the 7th for me.
Oh, not the candelabra.
Candle for me, Labra for you.
Oh, you're bad. I'm going to call my lawyer.
Right. There's your half of the phone, and here's your half of the Picasso. Horse for you, boy for me. And here's your music. Tea for you, and two for me.
I see. That's the way you want to play it, is it?
Yes.
Right. Oops. How then? Which would you like? The black keys or the white?
Oh, Vanessa, you dasn't.
Oh, yes, I does.
Right. Vanessa, I put up enough for you. That's it.
Yes, that is it.
That's mine.
Right. I'm better do.
Don't touch my Gigi's.
I'm not going to touch
Oh,
your
black flowers is yours. Is this yours?
I never liked that.
I can't reach that, can you?
No, I
It's
can't.
yours. Vanessa.
Derek,
Might we?
could we?
Dare we?
Well, should we? I mean...
Never! Vanessa.
Derek.
Ladies and gentlemen, these 8 men are suffering from the dreaded lurgy. He's got those dreaded lurgy blues. They've both got dreaded lurgy blues. Oh, see those eyelids flutter. Watch those teeth go bing. He can't tell muck from butter. Listen. Ting. We We've all got Bennett Lurgy blues, gentlemen. The cure.
Come in. Mr. Just tell me, Mr.
Mr. Keck.
Pontius Keck.
Pontius Keck.
Well then.
6 months ago, you said I only had 6 months to live.
That's right.
That's right. Were you wrong? Look at this. Look.
6 months to the day. The medical profession is never wrong.
Good evening, sir. Enjoying the performance, are you, sir?
Very much.
Yes. He is magnificent, isn't he, sir? He takes his part beautiful, doesn't he, sir? Do you know, sir, I've worked with them all, sir. I've worked with some of the greatest luminaries in the theatre, sir. They've all passed through these hands, sir.
I'm sure.
Yes, sir. The theatre, sir, is in my blood, sir. In me, you see a lifelong devotee of everything that is artistical, you see, sir. You might almost call me a connoisseur, sir. I've been in men's washrooms all my life, you see, sir. Yes. I was born to it, you know, sir. Many are called, but I was chosen, you see, sir. It's like a vocation with me, sir. But you don't want to hear me prattle on now, do you, sir?
Not really.
No, sir. I didn't start in the West End theatres, you know, sir. No one starts at the top, do they, sir? But as I was saying to my chum Alfred, with whom I inhabit a room in Clapham, I was saying, some have it and some don't. He says to me, Binky, he says, he always calls me Binky, you know. He says, you have star quality, Binky. Yes, sir, I must admit, I've handled the great with what I can only describe as loving hands, sir. But you don't want to hear me prattle on now, do you, sir? Here you are, sir. Sir Lawrence was in opening night, sir. Oliver, you know, sir. Every inch a gentleman, sir. He blew his nose on that very towel, sir. Yes, I've had them all in here, sir. Peter O'Toole, he comes in here, sir. Oh, he's a gent right down to the last detail here, sir. You know, when he come in here, sir, he was extremely overtired, sir. In fact, he was overtired in that very basin there, sir. I've had them all, sir. I've had all the knights. Sir Ralph, Sir Alec Gwynnis, that is, sir. Sir Michael Redgrave. It's a pity about his daughter, Vanessa. Much like Henry Fonda and his. Except he's American and that's films, isn't it, sir? But you don't want to hear me prattle on, do you, sir?
No.
You must think me an awful snob, sir, but one does get a special slant on people's peccadillos in here, sir, you see. But you don't want to hear me prattling on now, do you, sir? Some cologne, sir?
Oh, thank you.
No, you wouldn't want that, sir. That's Sir Knowles. He always has that, sir. The master. He calls me Smudge, you know. I don't know why. It's his little name for me, so it's just his fun. How about that, sir? Richard Burton always has that, sir. It's his favourite. Every time he comes in, he asks for that, sir. Do you know, sir, I've seen him drink a whole bottle in one go, sir. You like it, that, sir?
Thanks.
Yeah, he is. It's very nice, sir. Forgive my impertinence, sir, but might I be so bold as to ask if you yourself, personally, are of a theatrical bent, sir?
I'm in television, actually, a producer.
Oh, might I be so bold as to inquire, then, if you have any vacancies up your studio washroom? Only they're talking about closing the theatre, sir, and I'd hate to leave show business. It's been so kind to me, sir.
I'm afraid not, no.
Perhaps at home, sir. I mean, could you find a niche for me in your bathroom, do you think, sir?
No, not at all. Here you are.
5 pence. It makes an artist feel so cheap. Still, as Alfred says, be a brave little soldier, Binky.
Hello? Listen. I'm calling you from the station, yes. I'm calling to tell you that I can't come home. No, not ever. I can't face another minute of lies and deception and pretending that I care for you 1 minute more, when in fact, I loathe the sound of your voice. Just let me finish. I loathe your voice, your face, your every gesture. I hate you. I loathe you. That's all I can do not to strangle you when I see that sickly, stupid smile that you give me. What have you done to my life? The life I had to endure in this life that you made so poisonous. Yes, you, merely by your disdain, twisted presence. I hate you. I really hate you. I hate you with a passion that is scarlet in its intensity. I hate you. What? Well, let me talk to Mummy, please.
I've gathered all of you here for a most unpleasant task. Now, I know all of you have been with me for many, many, many years. And I know you've all loved my wife as I have, if more frequently. Which is why it pains me to tell you that sometime during dinner this evening, my wife, Lady Muff Cooper, noticed that her most precious possession and the Muff Cooper diamond had both disappeared. What? No reaction? I said the Muff Cooper diamond is missing. Ah! Now, I have decided not to call the police. Surely that's worth a reaction? That's better. That's better. Yes, I'm going to ask Mildew, my faithful old butler, to turn out all the lights, including the fire. I'm going to count to 3. And when the lights go on again, I expect to find the diamond here on my desk. Mildew, the lights. 1, 2, 3. I see the diamond is still missing. Don't make me do something with this telephone that an old man will find very painful. Or call the police. Mildew, the lights. Click. 1, 2, 3. Very well. I'm afraid I have no alternative but to use this banana and do something which will be very painful for me. Hello? Hello?
Wait! The scandal! Turn the lights out once more.
Right, Mildew.
My turn.
Wheel me to the light. Mildew, why are we stopping?
3,000-mile service, Miller.
Oh, later. The lights. Click. 1, 2, 3.
Steady, my master, steady.
Something's missing. I can feel it, Mildew. I can feel it.
What?
The ceiling. Quick, Mildew. The lights. 1, 2, 3. Someone's stolen my sickness. There goes self-pity for the rest of my life. There's no need to look for it there, dear.
Thank you, dear. And thank you, darling.
Outrageous, ludicrous, and criminal. Those are my lawyers. You'll be hearing from them in the morning. Now, so far, one of you has stolen my diamond, my desk, my wheelchair, and my paralysis. I'm going to put out those lights, and when I put them on again, I want at least 2 out of those 4 things returned. Right. 1, 2... All right. Who stole 3? My God, one of you is clever, but not clever enough. We're going to keep on doing this until we get it right. Mildew, pull the chain.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
My lord, the diamond's back.
But we've all been stolen.
Good evening, and welcome to Today Tonight, the morning show that every afternoon takes a look at what's going on this evening. Disappointing news for you fans of the Maharishi Krishnan Tukas. His exalted smartness, who was to have lectured at the Albert Hall on the inspirational topic, "You Too Can Live Forever," was suddenly taken dead. It seems that an irate disciple backed him into a copying machine at his shrine, and he duplicated himself to death. Mourners can view the 150 bodies at Clapham Common Mortuary. Tonight, in Hyde Park, for those of you interested in saving Soviet defectors, there will be a raffle of a genuine Soviet defector to start your collection. Next, an on-the-spot report. In a desperate attempt to halt the shocking rise of unemployment among actors, the St. Metzick Theatre in London's West End announces the opening of a play designed to employ as many out-of-work actors as possible. Over now to the St. Metzick Theatre.
Charles?
You called me, madam?
The door, please, Charles.
Very good, madam. Mr. Lance Boyle to see you, madam.
Please show him in.
This way, sir.
Lance, darling, how good it is to see you.
Diana, I so look forward to this moment.
Charles, take Mr. Boyle's things, will you?
Certainly, madam.
Charles, would you get Mr. Boyle a drink, please?
Certainly, madam.
Whiskey and soda.
You may go now, Charles.
Thank you, madam. I thought he'd never leave.
Darling.
Here's to us.
Tell me, was Saint-Tro any fun without me?
Nowhere is any fun without you. You know that, my darling.
Well, I tried to get away, but Jonathan's getting more and more suspicious every day. What are we going to do, darling?
The only decent thing we can do. We'll kill him.
Oh, darling, kiss me.
May I come in, madam? T for 4 and 4 for tea alone.
Yes,
I think I should tell you, madam, that your husband's car has just pulled into the front drive.
Lance, you must leave at once. Give Mr. Boyle his things.
Wait!
What is it, darling?
I look!
1, 2, 3.
I'll not hide from him. It's time we dealt with this face to face. Help me with my things.
I'm in here, Jonathan. Come in. I'm in here.
So good of you to ask me into my own sitting room.
Charles, take Sir Jonathan's things.
Hello, Lance.
Hello, Jonathan.
Anything you want to tell me, Lance?
so ridiculous, darling. What could Lance possibly have to tell you? Nothing at all.
I think you might as well know it, Jonathan. Diana is in love with me.
I'll never let her go! She's mine! Stand back!
Oh, darling, I never knew you cared for me enough to fight for me. I love you.
Diana!
Look out, Lance has got a gun! I did this because I loved one of you much too much.
I only hope it was me.
Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Present company accepted, of course.
Good evening and welcome once again to Esoterica, the program which poses the question, why is this program on the air? Tonight, our special guest is an Englishman who touched down not 10 minutes ago from Hampton Wick. Senor Don Jose Ramon Silverstein. Good evening, Senor Silverstein.
Buenas noches, I'm sure. May I put my cardigan down here? Thank you very much.
Be our guest. Do sit down, if you can.
Yes, one of the main difficulties in my profession is actually sitting down. That's one of the main hazards. Oh, yes, I think everything's all right.
According to all the posters about town, I understand that Sunday is going to be the big day, and I'm sure that sports fans and aficionados alike will be very interested to see you in action.
I shall try not to disappoint my public.
For the uninitiated, perhaps you could tell us a little about what they might expect to see on Sunday afternoon.
Certainimento. That's Spanish for yes, quite.
I see you have brought a model of the ring.
I have, yes. Would you walk this way? Over here, this actually is not a model. This is actually the real thing itself, you see. Yes. The mouse is already inside.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you've already guessed it. Senor Don Jose Silverstein is the foremost, indeed the only, mouse matador.
Hello.
Now, perhaps you can tell us, Senor Silverstein...
please don't stand on formalities. Just call me what my chums call me, El Magnifico.
Very well, El Magnifico. Now, would you care to tell us how you got started in this unusual and singular sport?
Yes, certainly. You see, a few years ago, my wife and I, Carmen, that's my good lady, we went on a package deal holiday to sunny Spain. The first Sunday we was there, we chanced into the corrida, or the corridor, as the Spanish would have it.
Yes.
Yes, and the rest, of course, is histoire.
Histoire.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure it is, but most of us know about it. But do tell us a little more about it, will you?
Yes, I was enthralled by the contest of a man's will pitted against the bestial strength of a raging animal. It was then that I knew what I'd been born to do.
You had to fight a bull?
Oh, no. I wanted to fight an animal, but nothing that could hurt me back, you see. And then one night it came to me in my sleep. Eureka, I cried.
You dreamt about a mouse?
Yes. No. And no one crawled up my pyjama leg.
Really?
I knew then what I had been born to do. I had found destiny up my pyjama leg.
A mouse?
A mouse, yes, a worthy opponent.
Yeah, time is pressing. Could you now show us, and indeed the viewers, a sample of your unique skill in action?
Certainmente. Now, before the fight, I, of course, parade around the ring, taking the olays.
Yes.
This is my parade cape.
Yes.
Then you see, I dedicate the mouse. And when I've done that, we go into the first tertia of the fight, as it's known.
Yes.
This is my fighting cape, and out comes the mouse from the toriel. Here he comes now. Stand back, because he can sometimes leap over the barriers,
yes.
and he can actually gore the spectators. Yes. Wait a moment, here he comes. Hello! Ha! Ha! El Mouso! Ha! A Veronica, that was a Veronica. A Mariposa. Ha! 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 I'm going to try something I've never attempted before. I'm actually going to attempt to get into the ring with the mouse. Would you give me a hand? This is extremely dangerous. I might split my tights here. Here we go. Oh, I think he feels fear too. Come on, mouse. Hello, mouse. Ha! Ha! Hello! Oh! Hi there.
What happened?
He's gone up my tights. Oh, really? Oh, I've got a mouse up my tights. Oh, I can't stand mice. Quick, get the cameras off. Get the cameras off. Oh, ah, ah, oh, 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 oh,
I think we could find a priest for Senor Silverstein. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all so much for the mouse that ran up the leg, as opposed to the mouse that ran up the clock. That's all from Esoterica tonight, and I hope you'll tune in again next week when we shall have as our special guest the only man who was ever hanged and lived, Sir Henry Longerneck. Good night.
Hello. I am autocratic, and I want to talk to you about an exciting new film I've just produced. Now, I've made hundreds of great movies, but I honestly believe that this one is worth seeing. I'd like you to take a brief look at some of the outstanding scenes. Would you run the trailer, please?
From the bestseller on the shelf of every household, a book known and shared by millions, comes a film they said could never be made, would never be made, should never be made. Autocratic proudly presents The Dictionary. Yes, The Dictionary. Now at last you can see aardvark, alamode, autonomy, abacus, axiomatic, and that's just the beginning of The Dictionary.
You won't want to miss the confrontation between agriculture and anthropomorphic. See, some words grow from puberty to adultery.
See a diabolical phonetic scheme.
See the passionate moment when two verbs are conjugated.
I made this movie because the dictionary says it all. It tells it like it is. We shot the whole of it on location. We filmed decadence and depravity in Rome, where it actually happened. It wasn't an easy film to make. I ran into a few problems in the States where they wouldn't let us shoot liberty and lechery. So we went to Mexico, where we also filmed Artichoke and Phillips Screw. I didn't want to pull any punches with this film. It has everything. Sex, nudity, lust, lettuce, linoleum, and tonsillectomy.
The Dictionary, a monumental achievement in filmmaking. The film that's never at a loss for words. Hear Frankie Lane sing the love theme from The Dictionary.
Dictionary, ho, ha, right along. Clippity-clop, and all along. Dictionary, ho, ha, ooh.
The Dictionary, filled with candid, unabashed dialogue.
No.
Need.
Negative.
Nice.
Naughty.
Nonsense. Necessary.
Nerve.
Neurosis.
Nothing.
Now.
Never.
Next.
Yes, The Dictionary. You can't afford to miss it. With an all-star cast.
Burt Lancaster as xenophobia. Brigitte Bardot as escargot. Kirk Douglas in the dual role of Spartacus and Asparagus. Greta Garbo making a screen comeback as utensil, and Marcel Marceau as all the silent letters.
No one will be admitted during the last 10 minutes of Zebra, Zeus, and Zither. This picture rated X.
Y.
And Z.
Well, that's about it for this week. See you again next week. I'd like to thank everybody on the show, but above all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me into your living room.
I never invited him in, did you?
I thought he was with you.
Oh, I don't know anybody who dresses like that. Oh.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye.